Here we discuss about the convergence of fixed point iteration method or method of iteration, right? And we already discussed the algorithm, that is the method of fixed point iteration. Okay, and in this method, here the given equation is fx equal to 0. It is named as relation number 1, and we first rewrite this equation in this method as x equal to phi x. Okay, and here phi x is continuously differentiable in the initial interval of approximation, and let alpha be the exact root of the equation 1, that is equation fx equal to 0. So we get f alpha this is equal to 0, and since f alpha this is equal to 0, so we must write from this equation as alpha this is equal to phi alpha. Okay, and for this reason we already says in the previous class, alpha is the fixed point of the function phi of x, and this method is known as fixed point iteration method. Okay, now we already get the iteration formula as this xn plus 1 this is equal to phi of xn. Here xn plus 1 is n plus 1/8 approximation. Okay, and we write first x0 be the initial approximation. Okay, and if we put n equal to 0, then we get from the formula the first approximation as x1 this is equal to phi of x0. Okay, this is the first approximation, and we know that the alpha is the exact root or exact value of the solution, and x1 is the first approximation, so we get alpha minus x1, and the modulus value of this is the error in first approximation, so we let it be epsilon 1. Okay, and we write the value of alpha is as phi of alpha. We already write here phi of alpha, and we put the value of x1 from this relation. This is given by minus phi of x0, right? And by using Lagrange mean value theorem, we use the Lagrange mean value theorem because we says already phi of x is continuously differentiable in the interval of the exact root or in the neighborhood of exact root. So we get the relation, or we get the formula of Lagrange mean value theorem as phi of alpha minus phi of x0 by alpha minus x0, this is equal to phi dash 0. Okay, and where xi0 is lies in mean value of alpha and x0. Now we put the value of phi of alpha minus phi of x0 from this relation, that is from the Lagrange mean value theorem. We get the relation as mod of this is alpha minus x0 into phi dash xi0. Okay, and this is mod of alpha minus x0 into mod of phi of xi0. We get this relation from Lagrange mean value theorem. Now put n this is equal to 1, then the second approximation is given by x2 this is equal to phi of x1, and getting the error epsilon 2 for second approximation, and which is given by alpha minus x2, right? And what is the value of alpha? The value of alpha is phi of alpha, and the value of x2 is given by phi of x1. Okay, and in similar manner, by using Lagrange MDT as usual, we get the result as mod x1 into mod of phi dash xi1. Here xi1 is lies between the mean value of alpha and x1. Here we get the xi0 lies between alpha and x0, and this xi1 is lies between alpha and x1. Okay, and now we put the value of mod of alpha minus x1. We already find here the value of mod of alpha minus x1, which is given by epsilon 1. So we write this value directly as this. So this is alpha minus x0 into mod of phi dash xi0 into mod of phi dash xi1 already here. Okay, and by similar application of this approximation and by repeated application of Lagrange mean value theorem, we get at the nth or n plus 1th approximation. At n plus 1th approximation, we get xn plus 1. This is equal to phi of xn, and we get the result or the error at the n plus 1th approximation is epsilon n plus 1, which is given by mod of alpha minus xn, and this gives mod of phi of alpha minus phi of xn, phi of xn. This is right, but this is n plus 1 because this is the error of n plus 1th approximation, and we get by using Lagrange MBT, we get the result as mod of alpha minus xn into phi dash xi n. Okay, and this xi obviously lies between mean value of alpha and xn, and this is given by epsilon n into mod of phi dash xi. Okay, and this result, this is also a very important result. We use this result in the next class, that is to estimate the error of the fixed point iteration method. We remember this result. Okay, now we write epsilon n plus 1 into the value of epsilon n. From this similar result we get this is mod of alpha minus x0 into phi dash xi0 into phi dash xi1. Okay, into, since here epsilon 2, so there be two differentiation of phi, and this is xi0 xi1. So here we put phi dash xi2, and the last one is phi dash xi n. Okay, we get the relation of n plus 1th stage error, that is epsilon n plus 1. We already say that this function phi of x is continuously differentiable in the neighborhood of the exact root of alpha, and since this is continuously differentiable, so we must write the phi dash x, this is also bounded. Okay, let its upper bound or the bound is small. Okay, so we let for the function phi of x in the interval of exact root alpha of fx equal to 0 is as phi dash x mod less equal to l. Okay, for all x belongs to NBD of alpha, right? And so we can put the value m for each of the derivative here. Okay, because the maximum value of the derivative is small m. So there are n derivatives, and we can write the relation as epsilon n plus 1. This is equal to mod of alpha minus x0 into n to the power n. Right? This is n to the power n. Now we know that when n tends to infinity, then m to the power n tends to 0 only if mod of m less than 1. Right? And we already assume here mod of phi dash x less equal to m, so this m must be positive. Okay, so the restriction of m is not mod m less than 1, but it is 0 less than m less than 1. Okay, because m is positive, so there will be no negative value of m. And if m is lies between 0 and 1, then we say that as n tends to infinity, m to the power n, this is tends to 0, and we write epsilon n plus 1 tends to 0. That is, as n tends to infinity, at the n plus 1th approximation, this method is error free. Okay, or the error of this method at the n plus 1th stage is tending to 0 as n tends to infinity, and this is the convergence of this method, right? And what is the condition of convergence of this method? So the condition of convergence of this method is like this: 0 less than m less than 1, and this can be written as the condition of convergence. This is written as phi dash x mod phi dash x less than 1 in neighborhood of real root of fx equal to 0, and this is the condition of convergence of fixed point iteration method. This is very important question for your upcoming exam. Thank you for watching.